Hey guys, Mike for Simracing 604 and welcome to video number 1000. Don't know how I got here, but here I am. So rather than do some big mushy celebration, I just want to say thank you and appreciate all your support and positivity over the years. And for video number 1000, I thought over and over about what I want to do for it. So I just decided to answer the sort of top 10 questions that I've seen in my 5.5 years of doing this and 1,000 videos. And I've hired a very fancy teleprompter here to get this job done. So number one, why don't you live stream? I really don't know. It's a mental hurdle I need to just get past. I know that live streaming is the way to go. YouTube and Twitch are, very much live stream biased. They want the view time. I don't know. I've done it a few times in the past and I was very nervous and it was hard for me to be entertaining and drive at the same time. And I just didn't really enjoy it, if I'm honest. So it's just a mental hurdle I need to get past and just start enjoying myself on live stream. So hopefully in the future I'll get more of that done. Number two, where are your affiliate links? I've been asked about that a number of times. I just don't do it. And I've talked to some people about this. And YouTube hates it when you talk about finances, especially the sort of payout of YouTube. So I won't get into that, but just suffice it to say that the money made from actual videos isn't that much. So affiliate links is usually the way to go, or sponsored videos. But I've never got over the sort of mental hurdle of, having incentives for people to buy the product that you're reviewing. So I don't personally do affiliate links. I don't fault anyone who does it because, again, that's the way to make money at this YouTube thing. But I just don't. So yeah, my finances are weird as far as YouTube. I don't do affiliate links. I've only ever been paid for 2 videos. One was an interview and the other one was for a giveaway. But I've never been paid for a review video. I've never done affiliate links. Or I think I used to have a Fanatec affiliate link, but I think it's expired, or I wouldn't know how to find it. So yeah, just not something I do. Again, not faulting anyone who does, because that's the way to really make money at this, but I just don't do affiliate links. So appreciate the people who've offered. If you want to support, there is a t-shirt link down in the description, or a merchandise link rather. You can buy yourself a t-shirt or a sweatshirt and it would support me. But feel free to not if you don't wish to. Can we get a studio or rig tour? I guess, yeah, I can do a mini tour. So I think most of you know that I run a Next Level Racing FGT Elite cockpit. That's what you're seeing there. And then kind of at the center of your screen right now, beside that giant mess of cables, that is my Motion Plus. It's the best thing I own. It's the coolest thing I own. I hardly ever drive without it. Triple screens, triple 27s here. Obviously, I'm going to do the YouTube pointing and talking thing. This is my CSLDD. This is my Fanatec flat wheel with the magnetic shifters. That's my current wheel. I also use the Moza Racing wheel quite a lot. SG shifter and handbrake combo. Down in the corner, you can kind of see, where is it? That is my shifter from SHH. Behind that is my computer, and it's AMD based. It's let's see if I can get the numbers right, 3900X processor and 6800 XT video card. Up on my wall, I've got a whole bunch of wheels. Top left there, that is my AccuForce wheel, the wheel that I first got into direct drive with. Immediately beside that is my Moza Racing GS wheel. Below that, my Moza Racing, what is it, CS? I can't remember. Anyway, their newest round budget wheel. Beside that is one of my favorite wheels, actually, because a friend of the channel sent that to me. That is a Turn Racing R20, and I have it fitted for Fanatec with a Fanatec button box. Center of your screen right now, I have a little tablet which shows me my sim hub. Top left there, that is a Ferrari F430 wheel. And I got that, actually, my wife found it on some bidding battle site on Facebook or something and asked me if I wanted it. I said yes. GTDD Pro wheel, top right, and then the WRC wheel, and then beside that is my beloved McLaren GT3 wheel. What else do I have to talk about? These days I'm rocking the Next Level Racing ERS1 seat, which I love. Super messy with cables but back there, but you can in the foreground. I wish I had a better word for it, but that is a big knob. That is my Mackie big knob. And that about concludes the rig tour. I'll probably do a proper one at some point. But anyway, that's kind of my world in my little studio here. So moving on, why don't I use VR? I used to use VR quite a bit on the channel. It's just tough to record with, frankly, because sometimes you have the wrong mic turned on or you forget to press record and you can't see that you're not recording. So logistically, while making content, it's just tough. I love VR. I got to dig up the headset. It's been too long. Number 5, what was that Simdream situation about? Yeah, I guess I've gained a lot of followers since then, but I think it was April of last year. Basically, a friend of mine reached out and said that Simdream was using some of his creations and selling them as their own work. So I called them out on it in a video. They took offense. They launched a bunch of false copyright claims against my videos that had nothing to do with the situation and didn't violate any copyright laws. And if you get 3 copyright claims or copyright strikes, I can never remember which is which, they shut your channel down. I had 2, and as far as I'm aware, you can't even appeal. Once you get 3, that's it, your channel's done forever. So I was right on that cusp, and then a bunch of people took up the cause and helped me sort it out. Yeah, so that was the Simdream situation. Number 6, what's the best or my favorite racing sim? I did a video not long ago about my top 5 racing sims. I had Assetto Corsa number 1. It's between Assetto Corsa and Automobilista 2 these days. I'm equally likely to fire up either. Assetto Corsa just keeps giving and giving. You can always find new mods, new skins, new sounds, whatever. Automobilista 2, it's just so much fun these days. I really think they crushed it. I know a lot of people still don't like it, so it is what it is, but I love it. And ACC as well. ACC is probably the most well-rounded sim I own. It's at least good, probably great at everything. Number 7, what's the best starter gear for sim racing? Sub $250, let's say. I would recommend the G29 if you can find one used, which you probably can in your area. That's a good recommendation at the sub $250 price point. If you have 500, best I've tried in that price range is the Thrustmaster T248, and depending on what you pay for it, if you can find it used, then upgrade to, pardon me, the TLCM load cell pedals from Thrustmaster. It's a good upgrade. Going up to $1,000 if you have $1,000 as sort of a budget for starter gear. That's hardly starter gear, but if you do, CSLDD is fantastic with the McLaren GT3 wheel. Moza Racing Gear, I love their stuff as well. Great wheels and great wheelbase, and I'm gonna, I believe, get a set of pedals pretty soon for review. Moza or Fanatec, both excellent companies, and lots of options, sub $1,000. Number 8, how did I get into sim racing, or what was my first sim? I got into sim racing, I guess the closest I would say to an entry point would have been the original Gran Turismo. It came out in, what, 99? And I remember I was working at a restaurant at the time. My friends all told me about it, and it's this amazing game, and like no other racing game you've ever tried. And sure enough, it was like no other racing game I had tried. It really blew my mind. And then I was into all the Gran Turismos, and then at the launch of PlayStation 4, I just decided, as soon as I got my PlayStation 4, I was like, what's the latest and greatest racing games? And found Project Cars 1, I found Assetto Corsa, and particularly with the latter, I needed a wheel to be competitive, so I bought a used G29, and not long after I launched this channel. So that's kind of how I got into racing sims. Number 9, what are the best mods? It's a big question. I'll stick with Assetto Corsa, I guess, because that's probably where that question is most commonly seen. There's a bunch. Basically anything by Virtual Racing Cars or by Race Sim Studio. All their products are fantastic. If you had to buy one car and you're into F1, let's say, I don't know if I could find one, to be honest. A good place to start would be the Formula Hybrid 2018 from Race Sim Studio. It's free, and you kind of get a sense of what RSS is all about and what their cars are like. They also have the GT pack, which is a bunch of GT1 cars, and that is paid, but it's phenomenal. But again, anything also from virtual racing cars is fantastic as well. So probably start there. I don't have a single mod, or getting into the best mods is something I've covered extensively, but it's hard to narrow it down to a few. Number 10, is this my job? No, I have a 9 to 5 as well, which is kind of the reason I don't need to have affiliate links, so it kind of keeps me financially free. But no, this isn't my job. I have a 9 to 5. And a bonus question, which kind of ties into what I was just saying. Nobody asked this, but I figured I would just talk about it since this is video 1000, and I'll do what I want. What does the future hold for Sim Racing 604? Well, lots, frankly. I happen to be in a real upswing. There's times on this channel where it's really positive and the opportunities are incredible, and there's times where I'm like, am I really needed in this space anymore? Just so happens that it's really in an upswing right now. Coming off the Rennsport event in Germany, I mean, what an opportunity that was. I'll never forget that, and the people I met, and the opportunity to travel halfway around the world to try to be among the first 100 people to try a game. Amazing. I never thought sim racing would take me here, so that's got me really fired up. I'm also in sort of a consulting role, I guess you would call it, for another title that I can't talk about and won't be out for quite a long time, but that's a super, super exciting title, but not much I can say. Also, can I talk about this? I better not talk about this, but there's 2 games being released in the next 3 months that I will probably be getting early access to. One I have early access to already, and another one coming up soon, hopefully. So I'm excited to share content about those with you guys. My writing work at Race Department is ongoing, so you can read my work there. I generally try to submit an article a day. It usually works out to about 5 a week because of either lack of news or time commitments otherwise, but you can find my writing there. In terms of hardware, the hardware just doesn't seem to stop, and my hardware videos never do that great, but I like them because they provide value. I think people can still reference them in the future, I hope. So I've got a whole bunch of products from 3D Wrap that I need to share with you guys. I'm about half done that video. What else? There's another. Oh yeah, Moza Racing, I think, are sending me a set of pedals, so I'm excited to review that. And I have the gaming chair from Next Level Racing, apparently is on the way, and I'm going to combine that with the wheel stand 2.0, which I think is a cool way to have sort of a dual purpose sim rig that you can just slide out of the way and still have your chair there. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I'm sure there's more. It just seems like there's a lot of hard work. Oh yeah, there was another company that you guys have heard of. I better not mention it because we haven't ironed out the details yet, but another company has contacted me, and they are a sim racing hardware manufacturer that I haven't worked with yet, so I'd be excited to try their product. So yeah, just a huge amount of stuff going on. I know RaceSim Studio is probably due to release a car very soon. Fingers crossed. I'm excited to see their updates for the Formula Hybrid X Evo, or if they just call it the Formula Hybrid 2022. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm excited to try anything they do. And yeah, there will be sound mods and updates for AMS2, I'm sure. So it's going to be a busy summer. So incredibly fortunate to be here. As I say, I don't want to get mushy and do a big celebration thing, but hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. My 10 most common questions. Thank you guys for all the love throughout these 1,000 videos, and for all the positivity and support and everything you do. And yeah, you guys rock. Love all of you. Thank you so much for being here on this journey with me, and we'll see you next time.